Are the 49ers better now than they were 1 year ago?
On paper,
yes.
Yeah, slightly.
Where's the improvement? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying
offensive
to
line. Offensive line.
Mac is an improvement.
Yeah.
And Samson Ebukam is an improvement over Cohn.
Yeah. I would say offensive line, and I would say pass rusher depth. I would argue corner too. I know that K1 hasn't re-signed, and we don't have a nickel corner yet. I believe that we will get one, but I would say corner too, because we don't have Sherman to hamstring us and keep us in cover 3 and cover 4.
Oh, I like
for
that.
As good as he is.
I like that. Yeah, it's true.
So
that's addition by subtraction.
Yes. So I would say we are slightly better on paper, but
as you mentioned,
noise.
It's an older team that just got older.
Yep.
It's a lot of injury-prone players still. Jimmy Garoppolo's still on the team. I guess it is slightly better, but not much. It's basically the same team plus Mackin, Ebukam, minus Bourne and K1 and Akello.
Yeah.
So half a dozen, 6 whatever. Not the same. It's all going to come down to injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is going to come down to injuries. And that's, again, 49ers Twitter was lighting me up today, but that's all I heard. Well, do you realize how injured we were? Yeah, I do.
Do
you realize that it's not going to improve? It's not going to improve with the plan that we have in place and the plan that we're executing.
Yeah, injury-prone players magically are going to not be injury-prone anymore? I don't think so.
Right.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Maybe they recreated what they had, and if they stay healthy, they'll be pretty good. But they missed an opportunity to get better. Like, for example, they brought in Alex Mack, 5-year-old, going to be 36-year-old center, locked him up till he's 33.
Right.
That's a cool move. I mean, it's an improvement, and he fits your scheme. What about Rodney Hudson? Cost a 3rd-round pick, and you don't take him, and now he goes to Arizona. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Gabe Jackson? Not a center, but also plays a position you need to improve. Hell of a player. Cost a 5th.
Yeah.
You didn't want him.
Yeah.
So he goes to the Seahawks. They improve. Your desire to pretty much kind of play it safe allows 2 of your division rivals to improve. That's how other teams approach these things. But the Niners are like, nah, we got a family here, man.
Yeah.
Got a family here. We got it. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel like they're trying to say like it projects confidence. We believe in ourselves. I'm not impressed. Improve your team.
I'm not either. And you talked about Rodney Hudson, but what about Lindsley? He was out there the whole time.
Yeah.
And he didn't sign, honestly, the contract that he got was not near as big as what I thought. I think it annually came down to around 12 a year. I thought he would easily be in the $17 million range.
Yeah.
That's what Thuney got. So I figured it would be exactly the same. It wasn't a lot. We could have had Lindsley.
And they were interested. They were reportedly interested, and they let the Chargers take him. He wasn't that expensive. Who else? John Brown, the wide receiver, cheap. Desmond King, cheap. Mitchell Trubisky, cheap. Instead, it's like, now let's bring back DJ Jones again. I like DJ Jones.
I do too.
Come on. I mean, there's a few of these guys that that the Niners have become emotionally attached with, that have been with them through the beginning for you. You know what? Sorry, man. It's a business. I don't know if DJ Jones was the one who had to go, but you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. I think you and I had this conversation a while ago, but the 49ers are the kings, the absolute kings of acting like they want everybody and getting nobody. They do it. They do it all the time. They do it when they're talking trades. They're always interested in somebody, but they never land them. They've done it again in free agency. How many guys have they been interested in that signed for cheap that easily could have came to San Francisco that they never actually pursued? Or I don't know. It's strange.
See, so people in the comment section are saying we're being haters. Here's the way I look at it. Every year, Niner fans get really excited at free agency because it's all about hope. And what's the point of being pessimistic at this time of year? But it's like going out with your buddies to the bar, which is something you used to do back in the day before the pandemic. And they're really drunk. They got the drunk goggles on. They meet a girl. They say, I'm taking her home, man. She's great. And you're like, dude, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, you don't want to do this. It's a mistake. And they're like, dude, why are you hating, man? It's none of your business, man. Leave me alone. And they hit you up the next morning. And you're like, dude, you were right, man. Oh my God. What was I thinking? I'm like, hey, man, I'm your friend. I'm looking out for you. And you're
Yeah.
like, the friend's like, hey, man, I will listen to you from now on.
Yeah.
Go back out the next week. The same thing happens. And I'm like, I hate to be that guy in the back of the bar who's not drinking. And Brian like, dude, man, you know what? It's not what you want to do. You're like, just leave me alone. That's how I feel. It's like, all right, I'll be that guy. I'll be that guy. But you know I'm right. You can come back to me the next day, and I got it in writing. So anyway,
forgive the pessimism. But again, as I stated last week, as a fan, my job is to root for the product on the field when the season starts. That's what your job is too. So I know that you want to drink the Kool-Aid and think everything is great and we're going to win a championship and we're going to be healthy, but that's not our job. We can talk about these things in the offseason. We can speculate. We can talk about who we want. This is what fans actually should do. Drinking the Kool-Aid and sitting back and saying, oh, let the GMs do GM things and the coaches do coaches things. I hate that response more than anything. Yeah. Guess what? If that's what we did, this show wouldn't exist, and neither would any of the forums that you jump into. So this is what we do. We get to speculate. This is what it's all about. This is the fun part of being a fan.
That's right. That's right. And yeah, that's it. Tony Clay says, could we just trade Bosa 2 firsts for Watson? Would that be too rich for us to do? I don't even know what's going on with Watson anymore, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The whole Watson thing's a mess.
All you can say about the Watson thing right now is it's probably on hold for the league. How does any team call up and be like, yeah, we'll do it right now?
No.
We have no idea what's going on with that, but let's do it now.
No way. No way.
So,
I mean, this guy, I hate to say it because Watson is, to me, perceives to be one of the nicer guys and better guys in the league. So I don't know what's going on.
Let me tell you right now, as a journalist who covers these guys, you don't know them.
You don't have any idea.
You have no idea. No idea.
Right.
So when you say he seems nice,
he perceives to be, yes.
But he does. Yes. He's very clean cut, and he's been in the public eye forever, since college, and handled it very well.
Right. But the big but is now is not the time. We've got to let that dust settle.
It's not one girl like with Ben Roethlisberger. It appears to be 6. One of the 3 lawsuits so far is upsetting. I don't know if that's the word. It's and the thing, it feels like it's just getting started. So teams are going to have to wait and see. Yeah. And it could be BS. I have no idea. Maybe this is the kind of thing you're a target of when you're 25 and worth $1 billion, or maybe this is who he is. I just don't know. We'll have to find out more. Yeah. It's like usually though, like if it happened, if it doesn't happen, there's an NDA agreement and it goes away. If it's 6 people, it may not be NDA. So we'll have to see. I just don't know.